This is the Voice of Russia. The London Bureau of the Voice of Russia is now live on digital radio and online, with news, comment and debate on weekdays between 4 and 7 p.m.
You're listening to the Voice of Russia in London. This is Alice Lagnado. That was Natalie Gourman playing Rachmaninoff. Welcome, Natalie, to the studio. Can you tell me what that piece was?
That was Moment Musical number 4 by Rachmaninoff in E minor.
And that's something you're going to play in your concert at St. John Smith Square on the 13th of June?
Yes, that's actually the closing piece.
Why did you choose that particular piece to close with?
I think it's a really effective closure of a concert because I chose 4 pieces from the Moment Musical by Rachmaninoff, and my opinion is that that's one of the stronger ones.
Is it difficult to contain these huge emotions in Rachmaninoff and to make sure that you don't go too far? Is that ever a danger?
Yes, that's a danger for me because I tend to get very, very emotional when playing, and that can be disturbing for both audience and for me because it's easier maybe to play because they're quite technically demanding if you're a bit cooler inside and not that, out.
And how do you cope with that? How do you try to contain it? Because obviously, it's great to have that emotion in the music and it's wonderful for the audience, but at the same time, there's a fine line, isn't there? And you don't want to dilute your power in any way.
Exactly. And I don't want it to be all about, me moving or making noises. I want people to focus on the music and not the way I feel, because I think it's stronger if I get everything out there just in the music and not to be, that enthusiastic too much, myself.
You're playing your concert on the 13th with a selection of pieces by Russian composers and by Western composers. Was this a deliberate choice to have a mixture?
Yes, because I really like the contrasts. The first half of the concert is quite light and basically more happy, and the second half is only Russian composers.
Natalie, you are from Russia, aren't you? Which city are you from?
I'm born in Moscow, but I moved to Sweden when I was 1. Yes.
Quite a long time ago.
Yes.
And you've been living in London for the past few years?
Yes, I moved here to do my postgraduate at the Guildhall School of Music and Drama, so I came 3 years ago.
Are you still in touch with your Russian roots? Your parents are Russian?
Oh yes, definitely, yeah. We speak Russian at home and I've got relatives in Moscow.
You've still kept up the language and the culture and the music, obviously?
Definitely, yes. I had a lot of Russian teachers as well, music teachers.
And your plans are to go on and perform?
Yes. I enjoy that, as well as doing a lot of chamber music.
I suppose that gives you a break from always working alone.
Exactly. That's a bit of the issue I have because I'm quite, social. So in order to keep up with, the hard work, it's nice to have people around as well to work with.
And as you've had training from Russian teachers, although they were in Sweden, do you think that's given you something different from other pianists, other contemporaries who haven't had that Russian training?
Well, I think it's so widely spread now, the Russian school. The Russian teachers are everywhere. So I think it's not hard to get that anywhere in the world nowadays.
But still, I'm trying to understand what is special about the Russian school, if you like.
I've been focusing a lot with my teacher towards sound and feeling and of course technique, but it's not been the priority. Of course it's hugely important and that's the ground of everything, but it's very focused on going deeply to understand the pieces. And for me, maybe because I'm Russian, it's very close to heart, the Russian music.
That was me, Alice Lagnado, talking to pianist Natalie Gourman for the Voice of Russia in London. Stay tuned.